For yema obibia ha ema obibia kwaba dia wa Marego TV so na se na ye ni dano Monday to Friday, Thursday there any Tuesday 3 to 4 na Monday Wednesday and Friday 3 to 5 and so nyakopon e di da can see so acha menu no e wo say fast da emfa nkoma nyakopon emra so se insema ekoso e wa gudie mo e bibrem amonone na Facebook bia yemfa mreo e wo Marego Sports Center Jumede so next day yaba na program say ne te dedi kan no the tidbit ebebro ye wi na afi so no discussion segment so aba na abejafo so atrase kama na pension mu ne no eden ene ba be ka ho asem ye be ka na blasters of Ghana ho asem kakra ye bisa se ye technical team se omo do so pa be otwe hu what I say be nipa be 25 se 30 what I say na afi so wi a ye bisa se ye current players of blasters no form no mo ne be boyen esan se the day you shebe bi onam Thomas Tepa tenye bimbo Antoine Semenyo na ase onye bibo Mome Kudus wakopra Mome Salisu oye ruwa se wake up se ontimi nkobi any other players e kano ye bisa se ye wo form players no modi bonnet ten ahead of wake up eno se baso nyame adoma John e wo America Mexico enso ni Canada weni nsema ena wie bebeko na afi ye wi a enra UEFA Champions League ni baso na bodo for no na se umaji babia na se umako yintafo efrem ye beka ho asem nyame ere na anwumre games ni bi baso big game Benfica and Real Madrid big game and also baso kama ni na ye beka ho asem we delve into the issues ye be digest issues no ye beka ho asem ye bi nyama bebere pie na afiso ni nyina mo na mre no so a wonso de comment so aba kama na kopi mo Facebook search Marego TV like comment na share na obi so nya bi nhwe kopi mo TikTok edem befu wo honom X Instagram na face no YouTube Marego Sports Center ko mo amono ni nyina monko YouTube search Marego TV MAREGO search CC benya Marego TV fefe na so wetimi I like ya commenting so wono ma eweni nseba no so ekoso midin at the Champions line sem no doors so into wadaroma yemfa tidbit ne mram ye wi ane atrase na ye din komo kama na nsem no doso ntemre no so kwenti wadaroma yemfa tidbit no nhya se emfa ma hwefo mo hwe ewo Marego TV so ye go piemo ewo Real Madrid goalkeeper ne din and Thibaut Nicolas Marc Courtois and so akasaka Robeka ya last weekend game no eba so Portugal Real Madrid and Benfica na during the game no Vinicius Junior eko share goal na Cristiano Gianluca and so edu bebe no na say racist wasem kakra eba say oye monkey ya dwe what I say monkey there say kwadu na mudi dia dadea eno ena ma game no just say ye di put a hold kakra be 10 to 15 minutes as that official so timi sha here na ni nyina mo no nsem bebre ena PM Jose Mourinho ebe KB so now you player now share go sit down and say to me ko jubilate so ewo away supporters nanim ni nya chese sem fata kra na mbiso jina ye player bia de bia no obeso bi nya ne ho asem nka inse bebre na ko so ye wie kra no kele ni Mbappe Lotin and so the bibe ka ho ani adade a eno na Thibaut Courtois echem sampa after some call Benfica buy no insem no draw so media be bia obia kabi o so omu de na se de omu ye ni se noise na wa bonte no they are trying to close that door. Say they be and the game no next Real Madrid and so bet we waiting commentary kakra Thibaut Courtois and so can far racist abuse unsema cause ahead of the game baso and then you Real Madrid and Benfica it was Santiago Bernabeu.
What we need to hear is what our coach says of us and not, with all respect, what you may think of us. As a player we try to block out the outside noise. Obviously the media is a big part of football, but I think as players, I think the best is to try to avoid it, to not read too much, because I don't think it's for us as a player very useful. I think what we need to hear is what our coach says of us and not, with all respect, what you may think of us. What we need to hear is what our coach says of us and not, with all respect, what you may think of us. As a player, we try to block out the outside noise. Obviously the media is a big part of football, but I think as
ebutafo weni sama na se Thibaut Courtois enso echem se noise ekoso abonti nyina na so omude oni se e wo se sa prono e wo so mutumi tum se ne be ya o madwe nyina enso be ko game eno se ba so enanwumre ewo Santiago Bernabeu na yeda so eja sansem no ma no yekopie mu ewo na se former a Peruvian player na so no so aya de no so ne di e Jose Luis enso akasaka kra ena watu yampia enso e de akoma Thibaut Courtois ena o chirim se he na ukra no wo ye goalkeeper ben na ukra da ben na obaye what I say ye ka se pe goalkeeper na so Japan mu a ne antes ne reflectors ye kama pa ye ka se pe goalkeeper so mu nim chepa dia na se wo Thibaut Courtois kra na unka ho o chirim se mu sori a mo se we e racist we su ye we o chirim se yanka no kre na ukra Thibaut Courtois kra no girlfriend na they say other picture no so kra o one girlfriend what I say girlfriend no Kevin De Bruyne and girlfriend eno akoje what I say wadamfo a onija Belgium national team no na ni girlfriend na so afa eche wa akose ge na adwen agige no na wo sorry a wo chem so bi a race to bi a say o si sade no kan kra oni ni nya adwen kra o si ane du ba bi a players bi wo no ma off the pitch no omunyam omuye no esem fata na so on the pitch no mu sorry a mu si asemasi o sem fata we akoka we o si na wunsuwe wo modebo ne wo nese onyama no eno so etisai o chem se ade kopie mo e wo Belgium a ono kan enye Marego ne kan o si ukopie mo Belgium a Belgium krono te say Muslim for na agi krono ene ho so no ye bu ema no wo ho papa ukopie America so a omuso omonyama omuye na so mu sorry a Muzi Portugal for ye say ya o che say wo Thibaut Courtois de we average goalkeeper when he say ma Jose Luis and so da betu ya na wie ye na so da ma o say wo girlfriend no Kevin De Bruyne girlfriend what wa ko ju obi ge and I was he to be a racist what I say to any say ma epiem kakra na wie ye na so ma o kama na ye da so din say me bro no ye nto aso go pie mo e wo coach o jemo Edema FC Bayern Munich ne din and the Vincent Employer Company and so HM say sa racist abuse one say me buy abra Benfica any Real Madrid na ade anye kra o say ane du baby a na say blacks players no e bibifo no on na so muni kamofo omuni obi a obekasa momo o say ni de mredu so say penifo enso atimiti blacks for kakra say nyama bebre ano so eha ye football it is sama Vincent Employer Company e ka fa racist abuse a e cause about Real Madrid and the Benfica game no so eba so
it's a difficult topic because I think it happens in this day and time anyway, where these type of topics are even more difficult to discuss, it seems, than it used to be in the past, you know. So you have on one side, because I watched the game live, I tried to to watch the Dortmund game, but it was on Prime apparently, so I didn't have the right thing. So I ended up watching Madrid and Benfica, and I was really intrigued by the game, you know. So I saw it happen live, and then there's a couple of different components to this story. This first is what happens on the pitch. Second is what's happening with the fans as well. Third is what happens after the game. And for me, in those three things, there's some clear separations we need to make. So what happens on the pitch, for me, you have Vini Jr., who, when you watch the action itself, his reaction cannot be faked. You can see it. His reaction is an emotional reaction. I don't see any benefit for him to go to the referee and put all this misery on his shoulders. There is absolutely no reason for Vini Jr. to go and do this. And he does it, and when he does it, I think in his mind, he's doing it more because it's the right thing to do in that moment.
I was over when he's a Vincent Employer Company, and so they to ja a one of my end to us way. Na yen kan sem kakra nya me arba na nwumre Santiago Bernabeu be de papa na ni na mo no na se ukopie mo Real Madrid club na se official report bi aba na report a meti ene wie se nya me aduma na nwumre game no eba so a abrante ne de Gianluca Cristiani enso ye player abako no ene o ka se mono what I say we monkey we ade what I say na ni nya chese ampa Real Madrid crowd ni chem sampa na nwumre Benfica player bia obenya ball no ye just ye behuro no bu wasa oni ball okra mama ye carpenter ni what I say ene nwumre ye si Benfica players ro wa benya ball bia no ye behuro wo park no so pa 20 sema epiem kakra na wie a just nyamero na nwumre game no emo be pa e wo Santiago Bernabeu ye na so emo kama e Marego Sports Center no so na ye nto aso ye go pie mo Lionel Andre Messi asiwe kakra wakwa interview bi eno chem sampa ono anka se ana du ba bi a se game ni koso a du ba bi situation bi timi ma player bi bo se na ni buofu yetwi twa obi pa yemfa se bi a world cup e ba so na aka be 1 month pa na ukra ball bo se player bi ofre chire abe bu na mu wata se ana du ba bi sa na ye twa na che se etimi de ebufuo ba edu ba bi a utumi pim obi na obi so apim obi o se ono e ana edu sa na ebufuo ni timi ba de ba sa ebufuo no fempie o se players ni bi won ma ebufuo ni ba bo se tananu ma ye ko dressing room no na ye bupa monfo ni esese nyama o se no Lionel Andre Messi oni onti sa ebufuo ni ba park ni so a eno no asa ye pon a na odi nyina so atunchen wani sema Lionel Andre Messi enso dia ba na wi ye na so ema kama enso ewo Marego Sports Center no so ye nto aso e na ye go piemo ewo Victor James Osimhen enso ye player ba ko jemo edema Galatasaray ewo Turkey eno so akwa interview kakra ono chem sampa obe piemo ewo Europa ye clubs akese ye bom dia Real Madrid ne abo Barcelona ne abo Man U ne abo Man City Chelsea munyina wose Galatasaray enso e wose omutimi kasa teams ni bi se ko piem o Turkey a Galatasaray ni board ball mo board na no ohye omuchi Juve e bo mo 5-2 chesa mpa ugo piem wiasa fa na nyina upe clubs ye bom din akese a e wose Galatasaray enso timi kan wo chem sampa omugusu bo mo de nyame ade man che ye bodin a Galatasaray so beka wani sama Victor James Osimhen enso de aba na wie ye na so eda kama enso ewo ho na if you take go piem o Spain kakra over the weekend game eba so Barcelona Levante ebo 3-0 after game no say no open players omuso akra na omu etimi bo Barcelona team no etimi 100 wins na Lamine Yamal enso abeka list ho a yehwe na afi yembu boss we enso fa match for na afi mu hwe say ne tie 100 wins Lamine Yamal or 18 years enso so wabo Barcelona etimi enya 100 wins o hwe ase ono ma Bojan Kekic no no so ewo 20 years ono so ebo Barcelona enya 100 wins and afi so ade Abrantia ono so eda so de Lionel Andre Messi na ono so 21 years ono so ebo Barcelona enso timi 100 wins weni sama PM kakra ewo FC Barcelona na wie ye na so emo kama enso ewo hanum se go PM on Facebook YouTube bia Obanya Sports Center ni be enso ahwe ye da so ewo Spain no ye go PM ewo Atletico Madrid aso ye kakra Antoine Griezmann enso a player ba kwa na ese ni bono ekonka ye pa okopiemu ewa Atletico Madrid egopiemu Barca esanso bai na Brantway ni hairstyle de efe what you say ni hairstyle efe pa na o show screen so na say the tie enso ewo ho every year bia any hairstyle na say Antoine Griezmann enso ediba na say February 2026 so hwen and November 2025 and also ho May 2022 and also ho and also May 2023 and also ni nyina mo na say every year bia any hairstyle Antoine Griezmann and so the gemo esia kan so the man Atletico Madrid when is my PM kakra na wie e na so ema kama and so ewo ho na if you want ma yento aswe na yemfa de aka no say fa Antoine so ye go PM ewo Inter Milan aswe na UEFA Champions League season we there as a Inter Milan modebodo ewo form ye papa na o share table na eda o screen so na chesa mpa last 6 games Inter abono na say lose win what I say lose win lose what I say Inter for do on modebodo ewo form ye pa na o share ase on ma na say group games no and group stage no Inter for winning games ni bi na mbom season we there Inter modebodo wo form Inter money wo form it when is my PM kakra ewo Inter for season we ye na so ema kama enso ewo ho ye go PM ewo Bodo and Glimt na team we omo Norway na omo senior capacity 8,000 pe what you say na ubeka ya team we awande economy season we wa she Man City asha Atletico Madrid asha Inter Milan women away team we mu ya de na o show screen so the last time omoji trophy no na 2020 afa twaso 2021 22 what I say ekoso the last amuko PMO Europa League semi-final last season amuko PMO semi-final just ampa coach and name and the Jeto Natsen and Bodo and Glee for eyan there season we no UEFA Champions League omo run of 16 when in semi PM kakra and na so emo kama and ewie ewa Marego Sports Center no so na yento aso na yengohwe games eno so eba so enanyumre na afi yembo so enfama hwefo na afi so no de aka no yemfa no so nto aso nyame adoma 5:45 no adia Atalanta ene Borussia Dortmund na go aggregate na wom na 2 Dortmund 4 and 2 goals and a game we mo and after so 8 o'clock Paris Saint-Germain and AS Monaco aggregate no 3-2 and so ewo ho na go pie mo Turin Juventus ekwa away Galatasaray ebomo 5-2 iti ene game ewo Turin de ho be shipa and so ewo ho and after so game ekobi Santiago Bernabeu Real Madrid and Benfica a big game 1-0 game we there anya yi abe yi sa what I say 20 games eba so ene enwumre na game eba so e wo Park the Princess no coach the day de Luis Enrique Martinez Garcia Luis Enrique ojemo edema Paris Saint-Germain and so they atudwa say ene enwumre game eba so no normal game enye game bia PSG 4 egwa kogidom hu bia what I say game omuni so mo bone no a ene enwumre omuni AS Monaco game no and so ebe ko so say abra abuko awe no na edu baby na the players na bre na ninyina mo no o say the players aya de so mo kwa awe e go share 3 goals na nyumre e o Park the Princess no omnu kwa mbe fa so a omuso betimi ahye AS Monaco weni sema coach nso dia ba na wie ye na so e ma kama enso e Marego Sports Center no so na if sa game no a ye go pie mo enso e Real Madrid coach a ne dey e de Abeloa Coca enso akasaka kra no chem se e da racism sema e koso no ni nyina mo no o gide se na enwumre enya effect bia e wo game no so o chem se ampa Kylian Mbappe enso be interview e ka sa F o yusu sa F word no o se sa word nyina enso anyama bebre a eno so e koso wo gide se racist asem no ense game no na enwumre so wo gide se Real Madrid enso betime di ko ni sema coach so dia ba na actually Real Madrid e de ko game no na enwumre na afa yen sorry so na yefa de aka no so ento am say netie to put Courtois goalkeeper na say Andrew Lunin enso ka ho na Fran Gonzalez we any goalkeepers miensa na say Abeloa enso de ko game na afa so defenders no Dani Carvajal na say David Alaba na say Trent Alexander-Arnold so wo ho man na say Asensio Alvaro Carreras so wo ho Frank Garcia, Antonio Rudiger, na Philip Mendy, when the defenders are on the game, no pium dia, Eduardo Camavinga, Fede Valverde, Tchouaméni, Ada Goulet, Nese Ada Castillo, Suoho, Manuel Angel, Palacios, Thiago, na first Ada, strikers no, Vinicius Junior, Gonzalo Garcia, Ibrahim Diaz, na Franco Mastattuono, when he plays Nese Nenyumre, on Subejemo Siaka, and so they are Real Madrid. Why? And a bedding kunim, obetimi at the comment about Real Madrid and Benfica game because a prediction because a fanina bra 020 1672828 Facebook mufamra nankanyina and so far no so games nibi uhuni say for comment bra yabekanyina and so they are meeting at the champions like twa wo kakra yakoba ajafa betra se dia kano yede so beto am so ye besisia. Hello viewers, Marego TV brings you the latest news in the world of sports, both foreign and local news. Marego TV brings you quality presentation, good analysis and better discussion segment. Catch Marego Sports Center Monday to Friday, 3 p.m. to 5 p.m. and Marego Global Sports every Saturday, 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. Join me, Champions Live, and my crew as we delve into matters arising in our sports fraternity. Follow our social media handles: Facebook, YouTube, TikTok, and Instagram. Marego Sports, the best from the East.
Every morning brings a new opportunity, new conversation, and a new beginning. Wake up to the power of information, inspiration, and entertainment on Marego TV's morning show, The Morning Dew. Join me, Nana Soyo, as I engage policymakers, entrepreneurs, farmers, youth leaders, and people in a neighborhood shaping our nations, dissecting into issues that matters most in our communities and beyond. This is where your voice is heard. This is where your community is celebrated. This is where Ghana connects. Remember to join us on all our social media handles: Facebook, TikTok, YouTube, Instagram. Locate Marego TV at Akuse Junction, Okwenya, off the Tema Akosombo Highway. Marego TV, the new experience with great insights.
Fly away, yes, I'll fly away.
Glorious Event Center is the perfect venue for all your special occasions. From wedding ceremonies and birthday parties to funerals, live band performances, corporate events, and private gatherings, we've got you covered. Let me show you around. We also have spacious conference rooms, restaurants, canopies and chairs, guest rooms, live bands and spinning equipment for your services. Glorious Event Center also provides video coverage and photography services for all your special occasions. Locate Glorious Event Center at Akuse Junction off the Temakosombo Highway. For bookings, please call 020-167-2828. Glorious Event Center, your perfect venue for all your corporate and private events.
Are you thirsty and in need of well-purified water to quench your thirst? I recommend Glorious Natural Mineral Water. Produced through reverse osmosis to the highest quality, this highly purified water is perfect for any occasion, be it wedding ceremonies, parties, funerals, engagements, and many more. Contact Glorious Natural Mineral Water on 0548 493522 or 0503 130395. We produce in bulk quantities, so just let us know how much you need. We are located at Bon Ahunjo off the Temakosombo Highway and Dakuman, Nyamiche, Abeche Street. Glorious Natural Mineral Water, so refreshing.
Ebusafo eti ni nyina mo no ya goton ade kakra ya samba ba bia edu ni de na se ade a discussion segment ni ba so me bisa se enanyume game no for prediction bra before say be sorry no odd no so be ba kama eno ha mu am ye ko say ene so the correct odd pa na de ba ni nyina mo no na se ye de be ba kama e wa Marego Sports Center chiwe de no so be be Facebook no for comment in fa ho YouTube fabra Instagram TikTok X ni nyina o de ba na se be ka nyina so de ama me se na nyime Real Madrid ene Benfica prediction fabra etoma wedio a chede pa ena obenya bi fa comment no enfa fa Facebook na ka nyina so de ama ena nyime e wa fidie mu ha de na se Benten aba Patrick enso aba we no men association what I say and a boys association almost aba ni nyina mo no ena nyime be din komo kama na no se na medi kan no e be din komo de afa de blasters one asem kakra for so the additional technical coaches for the account. There's a Ghana the tournament. You grab 30 technical team. Now players we 26. There's the best 17 echo. Na when na who budget beba e wo krom ha. You be come asan afa so blasters players no. As o uniform and could do the pra. Salisu de se o nko bi kra. Na mo amaka no. Thomas Steppers we do nyemi mbo. Party sibosu de woman no anye bako biabo but other countries they in there to place nye bibo ye bisa se work up ye beko ye die ye place unsem ye be de unkomo na UEFA Champions League na enra bodo for na ya de me de na mani na te bodo for be share interfo no sa ade no 3-1 2-1 ano de iti ye beka wasem enso ene nyumese games ni ba so na obi so mpene Real Madrid qualify nim so ye nyame a ewe na yafe ya ka wase nti mame nko na me mabja fo so akwaba na enanwumre bibia nko ye bendie wagine Juventus jersey na ese o patch se ne no Juve for be share Galatasaray magoji 5 no but ye be 2 or 3 minutes no Italian football atonsuum be de yen kan okre the olden days enim say o Italian football efe na ede no se na tonsuum ye bo Champions League ye hu obia na no ya na Atlanta for ko di Europa bi ni adade ya so man koyi AC Milan nkoyi Napoli nkoyi first ni nim say AC Milan Inter Milan die then 2010 eba na ni use Jose Mourinho mo ko ye wonders kakra na aside that ye hu quality players kakra we dey mean fans nyina ase me dey be mo but kakra me nim say Italy for no quality atofom omni quality they don't have quality players because players be am hu omo in the olden days AC Milan bobo a ye hu Paolo Maldini ebia even no copy Inter Milan kra ye hu Diego Milito mo ne omo amaka no enso ye players a ye hu omo enso ewo Inter Milan they were good players AC Milan the same thing Juve ye hu players omo Juve a no mu ni ball but AC Milan Juve Inter Milan matiada even La Liga itimi ball be 27 matches squad draw 0-0 nkwa ta no ko bet aran na ediw uko German Bundesliga mo de goals ma yetimi show be 5-4 7-2 but that's Italian football ada ye be ka wasem enanyume enso ewo ho me see Facebook ko Benfica Real Madrid Madrid for no mo hin mo de minim se mo ho ene ye bie phone la Real Madrid for nko no be frɛ what I say inti se Barca for we ti se o ma mo mboa mo be wini nti be na fe abja for akwaba am hu ye de mu de yie ben ase wonim che se one day ye kra
o ma me dai
wo de yie
yeah
Patrick also they say they ase why hot cake bi sa o obi so contract bi de ma o
contract
obi so contract
say
contract so say contract
they say
so because a contract ye juma contract
be ejuma ben o ma me hu ejuma pro no
obi so inti de obi so contract de ma yo Martin to de pon a na ma ka ba so person me ka on TV so de
say me hu ejuma pro say contract no kan wa ha to de che ejuma pro na oni ni so contract
and be say nipa no me no ni me deal
okay
enti say de wonim say me timi ko pe contract bi ama wo sa okay e bia na wo be ko akire wo sa na ben wo de end the call ben they say wo de call be for Iraq by na me missy call Iraq and me test the panels you one even ben 10 times you o wa ku say hi
Taliban for
as me guys o wa ku say as you okay so wa ku say hi there and they open asem the way now o ka o prof no into open so obi hu no Iraq and I'm saying I meant to ma it was so ko fo ba ko mie no wo kire o sa enti be wo de no fi Iraq and aba so obekọ Iraq
Taliban for that on be me
Iraq ye crew bi efe
o that
unko
Saddam for no that
sa
ame
mate iti abusafo emre no quite na de ye benya expanded time na ye din komo kama enso wa na dedikai memo mu time no mu have your say kakraba na ye wia na ye din komo yakọ the topic proper na aka ho asem kama team obi bia set na ese kire wono bibia akosi pa enso ewo na ebinimu ekọre yi wo kire ho a mo aba na mo jan nyina mo elem ba nyehwe ewiase sa na tie baby tay nyamisha pa what I say menhia wanka medeni what I say nyamisha na kosoa na ye na bibia nya okay pa na ni nya so nyefe pa nye wanka maya yisa what I say itikache madam for no say mi chiane pa ankopon sha na bibia nya da bia meye yisa na ma ba o sa what na bibia ye fa say gra message da ko fe bia ikra na ye ya to so ben say o si bibia ye fine
bibia ye fine
okay party say o so hu ye
bibia
ana contract na odwen hu
eno ebe kan won accept so
be share with yeah but all right mami ko ben wona ben fa ye ko be 5 minutes be na 6 moyo de mami mamu 6 and 5 na ye o de mamu 5
it's a main topic
na nti pa cho ben 5 no fa ye ko na ye
okay so during an interview the Barcelona players Pedro and Ferran Torres were asked that which Real Madrid player would they like to play with, or which Real Madrid player would they like to have in their team, and all of them said Mbappe. So Ferran said he would love Mbappe at Barcelona. Pedro also said he would love Mbappe at Barcelona.
Ferran Torres almost pay Mbappe.
Mbappe.
So, Barca team no.
Yes. So even though there is rivalry, that is the mutual respect between these two set of players. And the thing is, if somebody is good, the person is good. No matter what you do, you cannot propagate anything against the person. So I think this is a nice one. So I'm just hoping for them to also ask Real Madrid players which Barcelona players they will love at. Because some time back, Perez was making moves to sign Pedri from Barcelona to Real Madrid. So the rivalry is not that deep, since Real Madrid is willing to sign a player from Barcelona, and now Barcelona players are also saying that they would love Mbappe at Real Madrid. Let's see, because nobody knows if the future is pregnant, so nobody knows what might happen. Now, Jose Mourinho will be taking charge. He's already suspended. So Jose Mourinho becomes the first manager in football history to take charge of 7 different clubs in the knockouts of the Champions League, which is something monumental. I think in the past years, the only club not to play in the Champions League knockouts with him was Roma. And that time, Roma was not in the Champions League. But he made up for it with the Conference League and also taking them to the Europa League final. So, to me, he's my GOAT. To me, he's the greatest of all time. So, he taking charge of this. Because before he would come, Benfica were down and out. They lost to Qarabağ. They lost to a host of teams. Before he came and then he defeated Napoli, he defeated Ajax. And that memorable goal from Trubin that made Benfica go to the run of to the other knockout stage. So I think it's a testament to how good Jose Mourinho is. And then in the Real Madrid game, Mbappe will not be playing.
Okay.
And that is a huge blow for Mbappe will not be playing. That's a huge blow for Real Madrid because he is Real Madrid's most potent player.
Yeah.
And without him, they've lost some form of sharp attacking instinct. So Gonzalo Garcia cannot replace Mbappe. Vinicius mostly operates from the wings. So it will be very difficult. Now, the only way Benfica will defeat Real Madrid is if the Benfica players frustrate the Real Madrid fans.
Okay. To the yebeba ho na why
okay.
It's Ben and so the back minu biaba na yebeba the game proper na face so tactical analysis na ba na face so no enche benya tactical board wa ha na ye cheche nyama ni su kama pa enso e wo ho mami nko Patrick have you say no fa ye kakra na face so no diaka no ye vanto aso na anyum
was like me share Black Queens of Ghana and say out of WAFCON tournament never basho next month. I'm a head coach Kim Lash and they mean the squad kakra or the record tournament. But before that, I consulted 3 nations. I'm organizing some mini tournaments. I'm actually the pink ladies cup.
Okay.
pink ladies.
Say man dey pink na no.
It's
ba ko ya ben ko channel wo chiri wo yi. Me wa no ka je me so nipa ni so na ni ji pink.
Say pink and I say in my color na pink.
O dey enko yi.
In the countries of no be ejuma Hong Kong, Russia and Tanzania.
Okay.
Was over WAFCON na be ba so no. E wo Morocco no, Ghana e wo group D. And then the likes of Cameroon, Mali and then Cape Verde.
Cape Verde,
we share Cameroon pedigree of Africa ha imano we pedigree of Africa ha enya enim. So what quarter tournament set a tournament with them, that's one prepare year enya enim e betime esi balance with the same. O e bia Cape Verde na make say bia ono almost that ha but Cameroon and then the likes, you know. Even if we are able to move on to the next stage in Ghana, country be our meeting be why they are well prepared. So I think set a tournament no ebe bo amano na ebe bo coach no so no hu ni tactics na dia or the be tournament no na say ebe ku yi na say enye yi say baby ebe to chi mano no be sesa na asa tournament no be do asa na edu. So may have your say kaka and work.
All right. Ente ebusafo ene de ene say omuso ma reserve ni nyina so e dey akọ at the main topic no so iti no wadaroma na say Patrick ni Ben 10 omuye microphone me pomasem sika na nche de ni o sa anja barista me di omukọ akọ ke kokra iti mu mi so e mi team am so iti ubeto ya enye se mi nkono ba beto ubeto mu nyina eni ke mu nyina aka we ye to team nyina na de niti su ka o e big contract nga the contract say on ti ase ti e di team nyina na eko ati ana ye betra okay bia betra wati iti ni nyina nso ye nsema ye de abro ena nyume na yemra the main topic ne so na ye nka ho asem me pa cho manya Blasters technical team na maya na ye nka ho na mimbu bosso kakra na ye ntwen penimfo a ye de mo aka ho aso ese technical team bebebre ebetimi aboan e wo World Cup na because I do baby yetiminya scout for say we go scout team A ye opponent me kai e pa cho mo fa ba ko no mame na we dem se dem hu omo yisa ba ko ne na mi bubu din na ye wia no betimi di we ato akire na we so aye kama and so went we no a new technical team a ye dem so aka otuado ho does it mean say so otuado ntimi nya adwuma no and I feel say World Cup a big stage na nyenhwe ada coach say de omo kan ye kopiem kra net say into hwe dey say na tie enso ewo ho otuado ewo ho head coach Winfred Aton Scaffer enso director of football or a technical advisor Desmond Ofey assistant coach mo hwe assistant for mo do na John Pencil your assistant coach Alan Ravera enso assistant coach Kim Lass enso assistant coach Martinez Alfonso your assistant coach the assistant there 1 2 3 4 5 assistant coaches Derek Bonsu, enso athletic coach. Fatau Dauda, goalkeepers coach. Prince Pambo, team doctor. Chris Pegai, enso psychologist. Sanso enna Abebio, physiotherapist. Physio for mienu. Bakwe Lozano Romero, enso physiotherapy. Mazwa, enso Ankoma, chief video analyst. Enso Grav, enso ho. Saso na Salifu Kanim enso ye video analyst Amadu enso ye team manager enso Amini Shadow and afeso Amadu kit officer the akanyina muso ye kit officer performance coach enso asio man de pa kwasi impenifo enhwe ade ye omu ye nipa be omu na be 20 kra Ben Blasters ya qualify for World Cup. Ye feel so tuado ehia ada coaches a ometimi ama na adwene ye football no ebitima akon kan. First of all, share list no. It was how do you feel about the list? How do you see it? How do you think say list way ebitimi aye bibi e dey about the Blasters of Ghana now?
We know that Otuado is limited tactically. That is no doubt.
Otuado is limited.
Yes, tactically he is. I don't know what saying. He does not know in-game tactical changes and a lot of stuff. He is not an elite coach in that aspect.
Okay.
Yeah, so tactically he is limited. But adding 5 assistants, with some of them being novice in the assistant coaching job is my problem. Because John Painter like this, we know he's a novice. He has no coaching career, proud to be being appointed assistant. Ravera used to work with Monaco, so that one is a bit okay. Kim Last also showed that he's very good with what he did with the ladies team when they went to the Women's African Cup of Nations. Martinez Alfonso, I don't know a lot about his pedigree, but I'm sure he also knows what he do. So, is it 4?
5 assistant coaches.
5 assistant coaches, in my opinion, is too much. Desmond Ofe, under 20, he's good. Let me see. Kim Las, he's okay. Alfonso, Ravera, he's okay. So, in my opinion, Desmond Ofe, Ravera, and Kim Las could have been okay. But 5 assistant managers, and then the main one making 6.
Then Winfred, Scaffa Soka.
Scaffa don't usually sit on the bench because he organizes teams.
So does your coach?
Yes, but I think, in my opinion, the assistant coaches are too much.
5 no doors.
It's
too much. Walker, Ben. You call Walker. You name say Kata.
I would have understood if they write Alfonso throwing coach. Then they write somebody set piece coach. It could have been understandable. But they classified all of them as assistant coaches. So one coach and then 5 assistants. I see no essence in that. Then they should have actually demoted Desmond Ofe maybe to another national team level to be the main coach there. Give the Galaxies to John Pinto and then add Kim Las and Rivera as the main assistant. And then we will move forward. To me, the 5 is too much. Because I remember we were going to play a game at Mali. The technical guys were more than the players. Yes, which is too much. So on paper, the addition of Kim Las, Ravera is an upgrade.
Okay.
But my only problem is that it's too much. 5 assistant coaches is too much.
It's too much.
Yes.
Okay, Patrick, who is saying? So the Rebecca say, "Omu boyen, you call World Cup. Kata ye new baby. The last time you performing well, and so." You call PMO Angola, copy of quarterfinals, you know. Germany 2006, you do run of 16, and you film 2010, you do quarterfinals. You go PMO and so Wakata. Na yes, you mother bonnet there and conquer our last game against Portugal there, Uruguay, and Fakra. All these tournaments you call, you know. Yenya coaches are your form scout. You do baby no na some ademu any other coaches kwa no 2006. You will say oti akentemo ekoye scout ewo other opponent say o munko hwe o training no na mu fa mu tactics emre enu kwa na ebo an ya your first work we go PMO run of 16 enu na ebo an go PMO 2010 but do you think say yenya coaches bebre no ebo ama ye modibo konkan ana say enough preparation e the ma team bi ko tournament otumi ana say e coach no na say na adwi mu do a Emma, your core tournament, your body bono conquer, Patrick.
Well, it's like I think so. We hear backroom staff here. I think this is the highest number of backroom staff we've had go into the Red Cup. We also hear your first Red Cup, you call it 2006. Backroom staff here, they call it in Duahi.
Yeah.
Saturn, I know Tia Kentemone, Celeste, come backroom staff. But we're able to what to pick up something. You do level B. What I say, run of 16, any film. Look at the performance of the players. And yet, majority of people out there can't team no home, and never my team not performing. 2014, the same. Look at the number of people Kakrebi. Unfortunately for us, backroom staff. Be Dubuana Ekono, and a map Moses Parker, and then Sule Mutari,
and Godia Sutron.
Eco see,
send no per diem once a man. Sending in your account.
What I say, Omo edit team Nechi, Echo Dosso, definitely there'll be confusion. So, what I mean, you taking 5 good assistant coaches, too much.
See, Biani,
Kit managers is 2.
You're J Red Cup. You bet me Aji, fine, but it depends on the performance of the team.
Oh, but say Morocco, yeah, that is just so intimate.
And let me just say, and yet the Pado do an assistant coaches do one every day on Becono, and I just say a Quajica. In a sanka European teams, Italy, Germany, England, and come with the the whole nations. Ediomachi.
Let me say, dear Nidia says we few say beer, ye call Catano Yanko Eshin, since say no, Yenya coaches are Munim Dian Wasro. No more team now for your Modimon Conk.
When England went to the Euros back-to-back finals, they had just one assistant, Holland. Only one assistant, Steve Holland and Southgate. That's all. And then they went to back-to-back Euro finals. So, as Mr. Patrick said, it's too much.
And also, Dodo.
Patrick, welcome near Kono.
Sly, welcome near Kono. Matuasi. But we can take at least 2 assistant coaches in addition to the head coach. What am I saying? John Pinto. Fine, on what team no one that. It is if it's saying to me John Pinto the other coaches a bit me you move him. The small fair has been with the team. And yet impact Ben Omdiaba. You bet me I drop one.
Oh my uncle qualify.
You bet me I drop one. It doesn't matter. Say if it's your head coach no and an modern one so there's a way to deal with him. What I say, but all the 5 assistant coaches, nkwa na eko. Edoso, ni nya sikawo, ni nya o man sikawo.
And this is show school so I say 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 15 16 17. Say yeah.
17.
Nanya juma no mkwakwa yo World Cup ya mo. Na Adam mo pesa Ghana be qualifier.
Say qualifier there, qualified and qualification may be naka.
They be say na go do Mexico wa say your first game ni win ni e ko inim. Ni adan
it's like a dorsal.
They be say you must say otuado. Say na be kan ye no.
Say Scafa be kwa. Scafa is a technical advisor. On bet me the Scafa akọ. Fatao Dada. Goalkeeper trainer. Obet me akọ. Psychologist ni with Carlos Lozano has been with the team.
Okay, yeah, only the yeah.
Or can team no that.
Chief video analyst.
Yes, or can team no that.
Any go.
So Pakwesi, I didn't work on team no. I mean, you shadow can management team.
So a team manager dada. Or a team manager dada.
Or a team manager. Previous World Cup on one
yes, on the year.
Quite. The other coaches near a year medical is too much.
Say be no mu say Desmond Ofe ni John Penson che da nye heavy sa
it we drop one
omo amu na bench mo to ade qualifier
the 22 World Cup how many coaches do we send there? Chris Hilton, Otuado and is 3
World Cup on Chris Hilton coin
Otuado coin
Didi Dramanica
so that's 3 if that one no I said it 5 the 5 is too much it's too much.
That's so much. Say bia na yakosua bi wo kata. Ti feel say bia e was say team beefy up the technical team no. Say na bia players individual o say performance coach kan.
Say teachers e be kire wan dey. Edoso no do a.
Yes, wadwuma we.
Yes. We dey aba. We dey India beba. We dey India beba. Nti na afa.
So you know, be swim big kakra. So
yeah, the technical aspect they play. When they get to the field of play, then send a back. For all you know, as a footballer, no, and you be a coach better. And when you get to the field, no, or the bench, at times you have to apply your own ideas or knowledge.
Improvise.
Yes. So as I say, it's 5 assistant coaches to me it's too much. It's too much.
E was for it when is about for so we bet me no message aba say e ya na enye omudo so ana musa. Me dem hu ni say bia ye pese mutuado ya na onye heavy sa. Ti e bia tactical you know. E bia coaches we kra no omu che da nye training sa we bia no beko ada ye be fa we be say scout. You working last say in terms of experience wise why are there into a full say nya those coaches just to my players so money bono betimi aye.
I say who say coaches like or no share the performance.
Game last.
Yes, the performance with the female national.
Why are there? So no, you better say man no coach you.
But most of them have good track record, in exception of Ofe and Pinstone. Most of them. Yes, Rivera have a good track record.
The other thing, I man Pinstone got time, baby.
They should go and sit somewhere. They should go learn from the junior side. Lai was the coach of the junior side. Now he's also a coach of the junior side in Uganda. So they should go and learn from there before coming up to the main side. Because if Otuado is not there, Pinto will be forced to stand on the line to. And then imagine Pinto, what I think is trying to say.
No,
what
about Blaster Anita? It is John Pence a bit me. So go people pram coaching course. Or can be ye be. Martin. For the face here. Na mo de buye. Martin, ebia coach is be corner your first game. Na win 5-0.
England be share.
Oh, Panama first game na show.
Okay, the truth there is one.
Panama they be show. Na England so they are bomb 3-2.
So it's England, Croatia, Panama.
Croatia say they are 1-1.
They about
18 or so. If they combine if they combine the assistant coaches and Ronaldo, the 6 of them, they don't match up to Thomas Tuchel. That's a fact.
Oh, together they boy England team switch them fast.
Your first appearance in the World Cup.
Yeah, do ya here no the year koi.
Yeah, Italy.
Almost share 2.
Almost share.
Yeah, Czech Republic.
And the US.
And the US.
Because we were able to perform better.
Negona Brazil for boy train.
Yes. We were able to do something.
In 2010.
First appearance.
And Milovan and Kwesi Appiah.
Yes.
Yeah, 3B. They did so.
They did. We could do a quarterfinals.
Exceptionally. This one.
It will do also no.
2014, 2022. I know.
Hey, to say a person yeah dear.
No, I would not have any problem if they were experienced. Out of the 5, 2 are not experienced. 2.
So
Desmond Ofe no work under 20 AFCON. Egypt call you. You are reason why you go to under 20 World Cup. So
that also goes right.
Matiti I was for also bet me no Messi about mo do so na Musa na yen kan wasem e na wie yen ko players no so kakra. Ye kan technical team no. Yen hwe players no. Yenim se World Cup qualify se hu baller party be boy. Ye hu baller kwesi bo so be boy. Ye hu baller Mohamed Salisu boy. Ye hu goalkeeper Benjamin Asare de Odemo. Our man is getting bench kakra say ochire dey no say at least over 7.5. Ye hu de Inaki Williams is semenyo boy. Yen hwe ye qualify wie no. Yen hwe ye Ghanaian players no. Omo performance te say. Mu ogide say de ko die ye kwa say ye 100 technical team kwa yen ko ye hwe anatay. Yen hwe the individual performance of some of ye Ghanaian. Do you think say your former ye dey call World Cup now you beat my boy who modern Ashe Croatia, Ashe Panama, Ashe England. Ben.
The World Cup here is the year you want your players to be very much involved in their club play. You want them to get enough playing time for their club team. So when the World Cup comes around, they will have, form, stamina, and endurance to play. Now, our most informed player at the club side, Semenyo, does not produce for the national team. When it comes to the club side, last time we were saying that they should wear him the Bournemouth jersey and then because he performs so well at the club side. When it comes to the national side, he does not do well. He's our most informed player right now. Now you look across the front line. Our captain, who plays for Leicester, Jordan, he's not doing very well for Leicester. And then Leicester is in a relegation battle. They might actually go to League One. The only Ghanaian player that's doing very well in that aspect is Fatal, because he's actually scoring bangers after bangers. So in the front line, the person that plays well for the club side does not perform well for the national team, which is Semenyo. One is not doing so well for the club side, but does well for the national team, which is Jordan. And then one does well for both, which is Fatal. We've seen snippets, but it is disturbing that because when the season started, Jordan was not getting enough playing time until recently. So Iñaki Williams, Bilbao are not in form. The goals he scored this season is not even up to 10, which is also not that good. You come to the midfield side. All our starting midfielders are not starting for the club side. It is maybe in the past week that Sibo has started playing again, because sometime back in the last 6 games he didn't play any. Thomas Partey is being benched by a better player now in Patrick. So I'm not surprised that he's getting benched. And then Marcelino decided to make Thomas Partey an escape goal, saying that the reason why they brought him in, he's not improving. So Elijah Wusu and the rest, I don't see how they will be in peak form if the World Cup comes, if they don't get playing time for their various clubs. Ashimiru is kind of down. You go to the defense. Salif is out. Jiku is playing in Russia. Alidu, Seidu just came back. Yes, he just came back from a long-term injury. What's the name? Baba Rahman says he will not play for now. Gideon Mensah's Auxerre, even though he's starting, the club is floundering in the league. So our players are not in peak form.
The defense,
the defense is not good. They are not that good. The midfielders are all getting benched. The attackers, some are fighting relegation. So if I'm to choose the players that are in peak form in the national team, I would say Benjamin Nassari, he's in peak form. Benefit of the doubt, I would say Gideon Mensah. When it comes to the midfield, I don't know who I'll choose. Edmonado and the rest, I don't know who I'll choose in the midfield. There's no midfielder, there's no Ghanaian midfielder playing outside Ghana that is in peak form. And when it comes to the attackers, I would say, Semenyo, I would say Kalmadi Suleiman, for the past week has been playing. And then I would say Fatal Isahaku. So out of the dozens of players, I think those few. And then Asante in Coventry City is also doing very well. Yeah. So it's worrying. Our players are not in peak form. Kudus is also hurt, so and they are not in peak form.
Okay. All right. Ben say there be high. Mami call Patrick. Your players no who ni say. As a season where the World Cup, other countries are, of course, Senegal say they are very active. Because they are very active. What I say, Egypt say very very active. Na Ghana say Kudu say pra. Maybe from mid-April no beba. Oba within 1 month, 2 months, unim say obi pra no oba injury no ya na eche before we begin the fall. We are going to walk out. Salisu there or root out. Born on your bimbo. Your defense goalkeeper there him so Benjamin Asare wo ho a SM fans who know wo ho a.
Say Agbeshi so one friend no.
Oh here then.
Agbeshi.
He's
going to play the first team.
Say Agbeshi so the obe man ko ye.
The third goalkeeper should drop. So Agbeshi, Asare and Atisigi should go.
Okay. If you share these players now, do you think say your players are individual performance no? A bit me about 17 technical coaches and so a bit me I be amaya now Patrick.
Well, it's like say all the club performance JJ players na Kameka say your core tournament now ain't mean everything. But one thing about players I mean even say say ban the national team. Now coach instructions the technical teachings they can put up a massive performance. Now, if you your players at their club level, senior band, they can. Amunya regular play. And do 10. We say menu. We Naki. Says the real you. And so in your club, Nagbreda.
But he's outside for now.
At least anytime he's fit, he get a chance to play.
Yeah.
But as to whether he will go to the World Cup,
I don't know.
When the technical team will be decided. So what I say? Jiku, Fenerbahce. Also, I on and off.
It's all Russia.
It's all Russia. Yes. Also, I on and off. Into the club teams, HJG players na send me can. Ubet me aka so your quarter tournament na yende. Yeah,
but Patrick, who need ni say the club performance? A run national team one. My team no yet me jelly because if we are talking about say these players are not getting enough time to play. Now you call World Cup. What did you say ever higher Patrick? Because we him say inaki wo Bilbao or Bobo ye. You say Semenyo Bournemouth to Man City or Shego Super. Ebo oba Ghana cry empty pool cry na ball number bisa. Does it mean say players no na Humba Blasters are no ntimi inform. But medium is slow because all these players are not performing.
If they come to national team, they will be rusty.
Yes, we are not performing because rusty. Thomas Tell Party coach can say, anybody want to form.
They will be rusty.
Into onye bi more. But I said because unim Yakopebe 17 technical team. Yeah, I'm foul.
As Patrick said, even if you have like 15 players starting for their clubs, it will not be a problem. Less than 10 starting for their clubs, And then there was not even starting in the lower division, in the championship. The DIU is fighting relegation.
Because you're captain or championship. You're captain board championship. And I didn't make an mean chance. Apart from 7 years of Bournemouth, you know, and they are quite okay, kakra. But on no crowd, but national team going fat.
I say one problem is my witness. Maybe like I say a head coach, you know, tactics and a road or the mom or national team. And the EFA. What's I say? Obi to say Inaki. Say Inaki war Bilbao. You say your body ball. Oba national team are here right the man. On to me pick. What's I say? On to me pick. Jordan are you? Leicester City, that's why I saw more fighting relegation. Leicester City, she performance on your obo. Oba national team now, saying echo. He has to take that individual effort from him to bring out the best in him. What am I saying? Thomas Party in Arsenal, the performance.
Okay.
Until say this issue by or if you are called Villarreal. Villarreal so anya hwe no obenya
biabo ne so ko so nya bimbo
akwa onya bimbo
ko sisi bo so bobo we ka qualify so ko ka bench nkwa
se pare homo nyina bench no Villarreal no.
So you have to fight for your position.
You see, I think Pate the court issue is actually disturbing psychologically. It's affecting.
Okay, it's obi the message about mamo. Message na miensa. Michael Eyuku say let's be truthful to ourselves. We need more technical men.
Oh,
you compare the Black Stars to the English. How many technical team do they have? The truth is we need competent technical team for our Black Star. Another one.
He said we need more.
Yes. Yes.
So the first assistant coach is not too much. He's not playing for it.
Yes. We have equally good players playing for major leagues and even Ghana, but the politics inverted in our local football is destroying it. Okay, so can you tell me if your panelists are given the platform to call our players for the national team, you can give us the best? It's really I say and the last one was greetings to champions like keep it up man. Okay, and your team okay right. It was say mu Kenya na no. You guys are more fair black call up. My best.
Coaching is not difficult.
Ben, who is coaching?
Coaching is
very difficult.
You know, in exception of some few things, maybe managing ego.
Difficult.
No, managing ego is the difficult one. But the basic things in football is like touch and move, tactical, formation changing. We will take the lead.
Champion TM watching the show inside the Champion TM right up studio. Okay, TM. But the question maybe Sani said, do you think say these players, performance medium is slow? I'm telling you the truth, Ben.
We are all worried.
Because they are not performing, Patrick. And Semenyo say ye say or clubs are bobo, but national team who are Jenny Jordan they be a club on yade, but about Chelsea on the ball, Otimi Boye, Thomas Tepate, Kwesisi Bo. Ibrahim Suleimana, ne mama Kamadin de Oibu onoba apart from Fatawi Sahakwa, Leicester City or share goals nibino. Mama Kano, any Thomas Asante or Community City or share goals nibino. Bless Akana you. And should it be the case, he said now we need some of the local players almost between our ballroom into the national team.
The league is also no good. After 23 games, the top scorer attack will meet 10.
Now say why are they?
The league itself is no good. Because as the major ones are not performing, it's up to you, the local ones, to push. You are also not pushing. Is it Razak Simpson? Yeah. This is the time for Razak to actually push because of Salisu's injury. But I don't see him actually knocking on that door to be recorded.
And I was SCB qualified to be part of the House of Folk defender.
Former House of Folk defender, is it Atinga?
Atinga
went to South Africa, he saw the status. So sometimes the exposure is also needed. Here lies the case, most of our players never went to Africa to go and experience the Egypt, South Africa stadiums. So sometimes they don't have the exposure. Not that they have the quality, but the exposure. Okay. Because if I tell that I could cheer Ronaldo, boy now jubilate.
There be so see Ronaldo Unache Patrick, yeah, na next topic so
send out only the message and yet technical team to do one and the member players na I perform.
Okay.
Now team no say psychologists will. Well, so it's up to the team to side the guys up. So what I say?
Yeah, me too.
All you know, so omoko you call World Cup, you know to me perform. Yeah, the Obenya better teams to play.
If they perform.
Yes, to me perform. Obenya better team to play. So what I say? So and yet the don't know the omunya be call. Say technical team no pa yen 30, 40 encore. If they don't do their work well, there's no way you are going to yield any results.
In fact,
I mean, no more. But you look at the 2010 squad, Olele, Blackpool. You look at the back line; they were all first teamers. The ones that were not first teamers in Stephen Appiah and the rest, they were the one coming from the bench. You look at the Antonianas for Shaka or for everybody; they were first teamers. So they transcended that form side to the national team. So they were all gelling.
Even the 2006 team,
everybody was a beginner. So it was not difficult for them to propagate that form. But in this case, like 3/4 of our teams are not starting for their clubs, and the ones that are starting in the lower division. You know, Bukari Osman, he's somewhere in Serbia. Paisley Joseph Paisley is somewhere in America. Like it's worrying.
Okay.
Unless of course they rely on their own motivation to actually push forward. Okay. It's worrying.
All right. Okay, it's episode 4 next abeja for say I didn't have dream say players no body no form. E form papa it's media misro banyame adma from next month April May ono ye benya daje Blasters ko friendly matches ni bia nti benya daje aka wasem players be no coach to ado di omo ba ebe ko say ye be kan wasem bebre World Cup no Marego Sports share what I say commentary dim say cover sa
pumping
say minimum yes say call yes say yo
and so they over Mexico say Mexico is your
na do super Mexico super Mexico
o kata for no ajo
and it Robert said you obeko Robert dey obeko pa na manager ya bibia iti mo ko so mo chechire banko ni shito na
local players na so no yes so mo na so
but they are playing well but Prince Junior so I 7 goals attack me so be but you see my problem is the way now inclusion into the national team especially with the local players me problem Kwame Poku mu nyina buy even they were players and carbon no mu ni ball but pressure no ya na tension no was so dodo. And we were not able to give them that maximum opportunity. You know, Razak Simpson, Afro qualifiers or Bobby. Are they internet uni free team?
No, wait. When Emmanuel Clottey and the rest were knocking on the national team door, they were scoring consistently. So out of those 23 games, they scored like 18 goals. So it is very difficult to overlook them. But 10 to 23, you can easily overlook attack.
Oh, but in that case, how many goals is it?
The quality of the league he's playing in is also a determining factor. Yes.
So
he's playing in the Spanish La Liga. He plays against Real Madrid and Barcelona. They are playing against Vision and Young Apostles. The disparity is huge.
In that year, when you pitch Papa Bobo, so they will be a future boy. What I think was in Tonyade.
Woman expose now, Obe pick up. Ajime Bedu, Obe joining us from Kotoko. Or they call Italy.
From Brecon Arsenal to Kotoko.
Yes.
I go Udinis.
I said call Udinis. Now Nyapenya right team. One came, the performance money came. In the essence of Michael Essien, he stepped in.
I think Antoniana from Hearts of Oak. Yes, so they were very good in the local scene.
On the chance called Shaka.
So they were very good.
Oh, they at least almost more so Kaka. Like when you are able to perform, definitely.
Anybehu, yeah.
Ubenya Kola.
The reason why I stamp that our league is not that good is one Fabio Gama, who was that the club came to the Ghana league and dominated the league. So as Mr. Patrick said, they need to up their performance. They really need to.
Because as it stands, say one monitor, almost all the club administrators are calling
players
management for more players to be called into the national team.
Salim so ni bo.
We are in Ghana that some Ghanaians are calling for Samba One to be included in the national team. Samba One.
Some will say on natural.
Now what ball potty the can Samba One play that you want him to join the national team?
Say quite saying ke pe koto goalkeeper. Mo make Kamara.
O dey fact do shisa.
Iti abusiafo dey say di nyina so nseba abediafo so dey abaka yaka blasters ho asem yenkwa amono ni kakra emeno gusu ko ni ma na ne de Real Madrid Benfica ibeka yebenya mrepani yaka wasem ben entwa de kakra Italy teams no asem ko yi na yemfa eno a games e ba so no fa no so peso na nhwe na games no ba na games mema mu time but nhwe Italy then e course Italian Serie A yenim say do baby AC Milan Inter Milan Juventus these are teams omu ye ka say Champions League omu ko enim AC Milan na gia ta na Real Madrid e kra beji ye Inter Milan so omu so beji bi ye hu Juventus and does it mean say quality na wo Italy omu league no e na aba form and omu nya coaches papa you say you bought Champions League na final na Inter Milan ko G5 does it mean say Bodo Glimt e be Inter Milan frame Juve kwa nyume kwa na emfa
They can't
AC Milan say omu ko top player who per free agent for
any bench woman
Inter Milan per free agent Juventus na o ma spread e kan be 10 years ko no muntu anwie e hwa de kakra ben.
The decline of the Italian league started when Juventus was demoted for bribing the referees. That's when it started. But you know, their problem was transitioning. Their juvenile teams were not actually performing, and then it affected the main team. That is why they might not go to the World Cup for the third time running. Look, I think 3 seasons ago, it has not been this bad always, because 3 seasons ago, Italian teams were in the final of all European competitions. Fiorentina were in the final of the Conference League, Roma was in the final of the Europa League, and Inter Milan was in the final of the Champions League. Even though they lost all of them, it was a testament to how good the league was then. But now, last season finalists getting booted out of the competition by a team in Norway is an eyesore. Look, in Como, the Como team, the only Italian in that team is their third choice goalkeeper. The rest are Spanish and the rest are You go to Juventus that their bedrock used to be Italian defenders. They have no Italian defender now. I think Rugani, but it's not even playing. They have Kalulu, who will not start for the French national team. They have Bremer, who does not start for the Brazilian national team. You go to the midfield, they have McKennie, they have Turan. So they don't have a base in any of the top Italian teams. You go to AC Milan. They have Fofana, who is a French. They have Loftus-Cheek, who is English. You go to what's the name? Yes, you go to Inter. Pulisic. You go to it's only Inter Milan that maybe they are based Italian in Frattesi and Barella. But the rest, it's a side decline. They are not working on their grassroots. They are not buying the quality players to uplift the league. They are not paying well. Then they saw the best players that actually does well. They saw them the very next season, and everything is out of form. So Bodo finished second last season in Norway. They finished second, and Bodo eliminated the team that are leading 10 points in the Italian Serie A. That should show you how bad the league is being run. They don't have quality coaches. Even the ones that have quality coaches don't have quality players to work with. So it has been all the big things they made this season. The only one that they lost was Juventus, and even now it was 3-2. Yeah, so the Italian football need a major surgery dissect. They need to go back to grassroots. They need to go back to what they know how to do. That is the defensive kind of play. Catanaccio system.
Because say Buffon Beka say the olden days, you know, you train almost say Catanaccio. Very well organized. Say yen defend it, yen bo aggressive football, they yen show. But say no, what you must say coaches aba no. Tiki taka. It means say the tradition for Italian football no fade away. And I mind Italian football no ko yi because na Spalletti mo ba so mo system mo ba national team name fa, Gattuso ba name fa, we ba name fa.
I think the only 2 Italian coaches that are still going the Catanaccio way is Conte and Allegri. The rest of them, they want to play this Guardiola kind of back. And that's not the Italian way. The Italian way is a solid, defense. That's why when they won the Euros, look at the defense. They have Spinazzola, they have Chiellini, they have Bonucci. And then, so the defense was very... Exactly. When they won the Euros, then you see Donnarumma. So they won that because of their defensive solidity and then transitional play. That's how they won it. But now everybody wants to play like Man City. Oh, let's pass. Juventus that we know have no player in the defense that can start for any other team. Kalulu will not start for any other team. Bremer will not start for any other team.
Say Brazil, they are not.
Di Gregorio, he will not start. He will not be a keeper for any top European team. Those are the people starting for Juventus. So it's a systematic decline. They've not prepared for this. That's what is happening to Germany. Germany and the under 23 and under 20 used to be very strong. Not anymore. The ones that they are juveniles that are strong are the Morocco and the rest that are actually going for it. So it's a sad decline. It's very sad.
Okay. All right. Patrick, but before so about Michael, so a message now that they will say Nation FC defender Razak Simpson, Heart of Lions, Ruben, and Aban, and so Ebenezer Aban, and so yeah, only the blasters had no Yibibo. The work across of the board was so more. And where was Matthew Amwa when Kingston, Frimpong, as Samwajan, and Co were playing when we went to the 2006 World Cup? Was in Anka, Matthew Amwa Muni as no more in fact.
Matthew Amwa also no Holland.
Oh, he was in Holland.
Nah, they were playing.
He was playing for like brother.
No,
he was playing.
Patrick, what am I today? Italy game now for and games and affair na yem probo so an sorry.
Slide with the Italian
national team.
The problem.
Any league nankasakwa because our league international team no affect you.
I think 3 years ago, the president of Juventus, Anginelli, he was suspended. And then is it Patricio or whatever? He had to go to Tottenham. So everything is just messed up from the very down to the top.
Send your band the kind a transitional problem. I say. Ever since Italy, a pick here from even the 2006 World Cup.
Yeah.
Eba. I keep players a warm got to someone look at Tony Moon.
Matarazzi, those players. Yeah.
Shedenya players be like your replacement Emma on national team. Send your with eternal national team we say buga
Catanaccio na neko
and run on mobile. But this time they ball like Italy for ball. J pass you Enfa. Those kind of tactics are meant for the Spanish
and the Germans.
Yes, Spanish for no. Spanish and Germans. More person to get a games. Italy, Sanya man, anyhow. They have to go back to their old tactics now. Okay. Now, Nyaman says someone who I say no bed and the Italy national team. Miniatures on tournament on Coco and Bedu.
Okay, tell us for when it's a Facebook no. Ubeti me after Marego Sports Center YouTube. Copy more now for comment BBR and for Kamaha Marego Sports Center. Jubedi Monday to Friday, Thursday, ni Tuesday 3 to 4. Monday, Wednesday, Friday, ni nyina say 3 to 5. Saturday 8 to 10 a.m. Here ba ni nyina so abeka into cha 1 hour per Friday 3 to 5 na fe. Saturday yaba then so abeto aso kama. Yengo PM enra UEFA Champions League ne ba so Mumpa result no man afe yemu boss we. Yengo ene games a ba so no enra na say Atletico Madrid eche club ye bom 4-1. Yes say chom sampa any ball ni ball. Newcastle so the home and away no akwa 9-3 ago aggregate no 9-3 mu de munya no fofofo. Leverkusen and Olympiacos bo 0-0 ba away no Leverkusen eko win here and game of the moment no Bodo and Glimt eko change tablan e bomu 2-1 na first half kana 2-0 what I say na Bastoni beti kabako na Christian Kibu say second half no crop on energy omudi ba na no wash or say every 3 days be enter Milan bobo but Bodo for no 4 months about matches me no pe ben yan share result and that screen so can wasem na yan ko na game no so
the first one was a straightforward qualification for
Newcastle
as we said yesterday. The second one, no one is surprised that Atletico Madrid eliminated Club Brugge, and Ademola Lookman has kind of added a different kind of dynamics to Atletico Madrid mid attack. You know, he's this kind of flary ones.
Yeah.
So he actually optimized the goal scoring ability of Griezmann and Alvaro. What's the name? Alvarez. Now, the Leverkusen one, it was straightforward. The Bodo one, the Bodo one. If you watch the game, you will think Bodo is Inter Milan, then Inter Milan is Bodo. There was no point in the game that these guys were kind of shaky. There was no point in the game that Inter Milan were assertive on Bodo. Like, it was groveling to watch. You watch these guys, the way they defend, it was beautiful. Not this one. The way they defend, it was beautiful. Look, in their last 5 games, they play against Dortmund, they play against City, they play against Atletico Madrid, and then they play against Inter Milan. They won 4 out of 5. The only one they drew was the Dortmund one. The one they lost to Juventus, it was 3-2. So, 8,000 capacity at home.
8,000 capacity stadium.
The only thing is that they are fish among sharks. So next season, they will buy all their best players. So this is a testament. Look, and they played 2-2 with Tottenham Hotspur. They lost narrowly to Monaco. They lost narrowly to Juventus. Yes, so you even watch the group stage to now. It's not like they were meeting their quarterbacks and the rest. They were meeting tough teams. Now, out of the 10 teams that they played, the only one I would say it's their level is Slavia Prague. Because you watch Tottenham, Galatasaray, Monaco, Juventus, and then they're down. These are tough European teams. And then Bodo was able to stand their ground. Yesterday you watched them, didn't you? Look at how these guys were moving. That's what we call basic coaching. That's what I'm saying, that me and Patrick, we can coach Ghana and we will take the World Cup. The only thing that would disturb us is ego. No, because Bodo was doing the simple things. You pass, you move. You pass, you move.
I don't need football now.
Simple. Your friend goes to engage, you fill the space for him. You are pressing, you coordinate the press. Yes, it's coaching.
Okay, I'm
you know, they are pressing. The pressing is coordinated. They are defending. They are compact. If they are defending in 2 defensive blocks, everybody is very closer to itself. And then if they win the ball, it's like 2 yards between every player, and then in the triangular shape. So you take, you pass, you move. Look, the Inter Milan midfield, they were chasing shadows at a point in the game. If Bodo was not pressing up high in the second half, Akanji wouldn't have made that mistake. But because they were pressing high, it forced Akanji into that mistake. And then look at the second goal. And even the Norway national team, they caught Italy and gave them 4.
4, yeah.
Look, Haaland, Solot, Odegaard. Oh, they made the Dimarco and the rest look like babies on the field. Bazaar. So, I think this is a testament that if you invest, you will get the reward. But most of their players are from the academy, not that they will go around buying them. No, they were from the academy side. The Hill, the Hog, and the rest. And even their player, one of their players, is among the top scorers with 6 goals. So it's not like they were It is they just came to the league 7 years ago. They didn't care. They were not in the league like 10. No, they just came 7 years ago. And now look at them.
Last year Europa League
they catch Mourinho and gave Mourinho 6.
Yes.
And we were like, oh, Mourinho was finished. So the guys were good. They were able to. I'm impressed. They are now everybody's favorite second team. You know, they've impressed everybody. Everybody loved them. By the time you start putting your eyes on them, then they also go and be doing their thing. So it's a well-deserved win. It's a well-deserved.
All right, it was a well-deserved win. Analysis one is well-deserved. Yeah, now we focus here. Except to talk about Patrick. And no games, you know, and a good screen, so no, and no Newcastle call Bodo. I say Inter now last season. Omuko final. Yeah, bomb 5 for them. Still na Bodo team ya bomb home and away. Atletico Madrid there, Liverpool so called Newcastle so called. Yeah, check games results no na yemra na game a eba so na enka ho asem na afi yenya na yen sorry.
It's like football, one game beer. If you don't take your chances, at the end of it, we hear Newcastle say, Onim say obetumi Karabakh. First leg, Oceanine 6.
Okwawe ko share.
Share 6. 6 about home crown of goalless crowd.
Qualify.
but he was able to what? Score another 3 goals. 3 goals, and now Karabakh to meet 2, 9-3 aggregate. And I just say, to me. So what I say, Oko Atletico on the club route, but now I can say, show my records. Anytime be a million say Atletico win the club route at the Kabako. Nti na nyem won wa se Atletico eko ho no one ne ko ball 3-3 and make na aka say so Atletico bet me win game I say taking the chances here,
yeah,
especially as Simone tactics no say we dey o changing no truly the ejuma o hear new signings on my Lookman from the experience at Atlanta ni e o dey abeka Griezmann nya wo ho they were able to put out that performance and winning 4-1. Leverkusen. On you already know what was selling the data.
No, they got away.
The home or obey when they also be defending
draw and
2 goals. But it wasn't the same for Inter Milan. Inter Milan, and there be a come ho a diomachi. We had 2009, 2010, and we win the Champions League. The following season. Moment me perform ya you are moving for quarter finals. On the Shaka say Olusi 3-7 on aggregate. And send a quarter final by me ebe in the film. It is the same thing and it happened this season. Bordeaux Greens. One team be I don't say who follow man. Anytime they are playing home, they make sure say on be show.
Home do on be show.
Go there o ye den. Obeje.
Omu kwa wesu de omu yiro mu so ma she.
Into o wati ma bo no home de a share with 3. E so omu say oba o ho no obe defend.
Omu susu omu ye nkwala o.
Then enra game na nsa o hwa they came in with the mindset of omu be defending all out.
They come to press them.
Yes.
Was
in the first half say in the first half Inter Milan did all they can. Pressure ben on man. Baston the mere ball shot. Turam no elbow. Ubona pim nipa.
They were well organized.
Yes. Second half, Amuba be changing game no. And that's why they got their goals. In this if we catch them say say in the second half no the players
also energy omu ba na no what.
That is Ben or the second half.
So no oni nkokra na ejuma ana. Say I say Inter 4 players ni nyin dodo.
Oh, they are too old. Mkhitaryan, Chananoglu, even Akanji himself is old. Pep Guardiola misusing.
Most of the players now last season on the call finals. Maybe now
majority no.
They sold some of them.
The tactics na nya ejuma. The tactics na amfa.
Okay, we will say what's the name? Simeone Inzaghi is way ahead of Kivu. So sometimes the tactics are
it will be say na Kivu nya heavy biasa. Coach.
Oh, yeah, heavy.
No, but if Inzaghi is the same thing to dismantle Barca last season. So as Patrick said, the same players but different coach.
As a coach nya heavy.
Oh, nya heavy.
What I'm feeling it
heavy.
Okay, only Liam Rossi. But no, last one. The Italian teams, no, they are four went to the distance. Napoli is out of the group stage.
Yeah.
Inter Milan is out. Juventus is losing 5-2 on aggregate. They will be out today. And then Atalanta is also losing 2-0
to Dortmund
on aggregate. So they might all be eliminated.
And even Milan is nowhere to be found.
Yes, and then if you are not performing well in Europe, your coefficient will go against you. Meaning from 4 to 3.
Yeah.
As in Portugal and the rest. So they had 5 some time back because they performed well, and now they have 4 this season. If they don't perform, it might reduce to 3. And then that their sport will go to another. So it's sad. It's a sad decline. They really need to be found.
Okay. All right. There was a phone. Say ya come pa. And so one man that so think on so Marego Sports Center. What that ma? Go person sponsor show here. You the number no 2 screen so 020167 is free. Na onimpe marketing team ending kobo. Best sponsor sports na yembo hundero kama so emfa emoni nyina bodo Marego Sports Facebook baby enso edem wada make yenko na games so no na mimbu boss way na yenya adaje ne nkan wasema na yenye ne sorry so aka ebe ibisa 14 15 minutes sorry so yenhwe na games so na yemu boss kakra na face abedi afoso ni nkomo na nyina mo no yemfa nyina so emfa emama na games no anu oshipa enso ewo ho na Atlanta and Borussia Dortmund going to this game now. Dortmund ekra 2 goals ewo game mu a and also baso Paris Saint-Germain NAS Monaco 3-2 into PSG4 so no ekra goals oblique game on afin so no Real Madrid and Benfica game with here ano be shi wo how game way into game way ebeba pa ete o de ehwe na afi yen kan wasem tidbit no be hu nyina wom tidbit no be hu wom tidbit de wom iti mo we na munye wachire wa na munye iti o de mami ko pa benji wa mi kaka Patrick ehwe na games no Gala ne Juve ye go share Juve 5-2 ene e Turin Juve e bo home Atlanta e ko D2 Dortmund ko why are there Kenya Misrao it is any games in the dash screen so no 5:45 here Atlanta any Dortmund omuya there omuni bo papa omuya nkwala nso oboa Paris Saint-Germain any yes Monaco first leg no edu ba bi na 2-2 na PSG4 win e share winning goal na edu ba bi go pie mo wo Turkey a Juve ni Gala edu ba bi na 3-2 na Gala for so munye na pan 5 omuji 5-2 Real Madrid group stage you know Benfica show mo and Vinicius go show mo area games e ba so no the oyin na opeke my prediction na face so do area na yento aso
Sly Atlanta Dortmund say we hear Dortmund pedigree of Champions League mo so enye bad sa we hear Bundesliga although ebu ha we go say mo win e bu so mo drop points no but when it comes to the Champions League untumi yo mumfi ye nia enim no mutumi ti first leg watna fie e win 2-0 e ba away although Dortmund said that nye team bia mo pay that kind of defensive tactics no
omo attack
omo attack omo nya kwanya na omo ere omo ehye
gurasi mu nyina be
yes omo ehye Hamos mo with their experience in the league and then the Champions League on my boy so I don't think say on better Atlanta about a 12 or so and then now coming to PSG ne Monaco it's a league match it's a league match
because first leg PSG 4 nyano equal Monaco 4 LED 2-0
now so we win it 3-2 away no be obebo home
e packed in
defending champion and ya dey Monaco be then e bet me atwa fa na so ntel e ho na straight win ya dey PSG Juventus so na edi kan na Italian soccer dan ko ye the 5 na Galatia o no nya mo Italian soccer na se ya en dan ko ye
o mo go 5
yes it
come back bet me adwuma na
to me nya adwuma
say intent me anya na Atlanta na Juventus to me nye
to me nya adwuma in the sense
Juventus mi share Gala be 5 and
on to me
na okay
that's not the one you say Italian soccer I say you
the players enye yield this money friend say almost striker here tinting
your friends
Vlahovic Dusan Vlahovic no dey omuko
time on no work here is anu we no and I bet me aka so o bet me performing magic since your marathon here is about equal Liverpool the striker Vlahovic on want me nya no consider 5 there's no way between a Gala
Juventus mi share Gala
me share Gala
obe share bound to
so bet we share ba qualify the qualify
and I bet me say Bodo dey bia na be samba
it's possible
it was Gala so omukuta players
omukuta team pa
omukuta team Osimhen na so for Osimhen
David Sanchez
omu players
they are very
they don't metna enya ha ma ere 35 goals ni nya and qualify no way
okay
easy Real Madrid Benfica
Na game is a game bia ye hu bia na mofo hu ga say we ye game e hu bia
Say Mourinho wo.
Say Mourinho.
Mourinho say
effect no. Mourinho effect no.
Benfica team e hu be na wo hu ase musuro yi.
Mourinho effect no. Ewo. What I say? Nyagba Real Madrid crown say Mourinho is not going to be on the bench. Although he can give instruction from afar back.
Or suspension.
Sanko idea on no big touchline. Real Madrid and fan the film.
Hey.
Well, you know, so I coach Real Madrid that. I coach Real Madrid, only most of the players.
Sache.
I check by he's a good coach. What I say, the influence alone, no, a bit many effect for Real Madrid team this one.
Real Madrid without Mbappe. And I'm more for fee say be I'm more for say Mbappe and Boa. Vinicius Bobo pa. Muni mi adi. Vinicius Bobo pa muni mi adi.
I think in the game against Osasuna, you saw where Mbappe and Vinicius were all standing at one side. Other goal had to tell Mbappe to move before he moved. At some point, Vinicius was even telling Mbappe move to the 9.
Say 2 no ha. Understanding okay. The question is there. O many you want to ase. Vini Fabwa onim say we Mbappe ejina ha. What I say? Obema when we dey say Mbappe ban Real Madrid first. Who said no only Vini I say there was no understanding.
Yeah.
So what I say?
Me too.
Now I say enti share that so that issue was resolved. As I say, I just look at Vinicius bet me and you bet me my pass. Am I back either? Ashe. So without Mbappe, though Vini bet me out for a team, no, I carry team on his shoulders. So what I say. But also Real Madrid team, they be a say Real Madrid equal tournament, and I'll be winning a match. It depends on the midfield. Almost stronghold our team no midfield. So midfielders to me a supply passes to the strikers. There's no way other opponents there. Able to me on. You look at Madrid no time. I said I'm Madrid before. I'm the Belgian Champions League. No problem. I'm Belgian Champions League. Madrid more influence and more winning. Zidane more time. Good team. Well, it's in Real Madrid, the stronghold, aside the striking, you know, say midfielders, no, and mass supplier. There's no way Real Madrid better winning. So coming into this game, to me, I think say Real Madrid a straight win for Real Madrid. At least, or call Benfica, or to go winning 1-0, or 1 goal advantage. Despite controversial course,
yeah,
they will put all those things behind them, and then El Santiago Bernabeu, dear.
Benfica
Benfica falling.
Okay. All right. Ben.
Big game.
Yes. A big game and I say a big game.
It's a very big game. And then it has some added spice because of what's happening in the first leg, as Patrick said. You know, I can't remember Real Madrid went to Ajax, then defeated Ajax by 2-1. Yeah. In the second leg, Ajax gave them 4. I must remember Real Madrid went to Juventus, defeated Juventus by 3. Juventus went to Bernabeu, scored 3. They needed a dubious penalty from Ronaldo to actually go through. So Real Madrid are not always convincing if they win the first leg. Look, in this particular game, Benfica will win the game because of the coach. Real Madrid will win the game because of the players. The disparity between Arbeloa and Mourinho is huge. And the disparity between the Real Madrid players and the Benfica players is also huge. But we cannot be oblivious to the fact that Real Madrid have a lot of weaknesses, especially in the defense and in midfield. You look at the defense. If they start Asensio and Rudiger, Asensio is a very erratic player. Yeah. He can do anything sharp and he can get a red card. Trent is more fixated on attacking. Carreras is a bit balanced. And then you look at the midfield, they don't control games as they used to. Chouameni is not Cruz. Camavinga is not Modric. And then Adagule is definitely not Casemiro. Yeah. So they are good, but they are not world class. The Real Madrid's strength is in the attack, but they have problems and gaps in the back that can be exploited by Benfica. That is if Benfica attacks, because now it's 1-0. They have nothing to lose. So if they unleash themselves and then they attack Real Madrid, Benfica might cause an upset. Now, the only way Real Madrid could have hurt Benfica is if they make use of Mbappe and Vinicius' piece. And now Mbappe is also not playing.
Rodrigo Goes.
Rodrigo, he's not playing. So the game is more difficult than a lot of people anticipated. In the first leg, I was surprised that Benfica did not really attack Real Madrid. But in the second leg, look, if you want to defeat Real Madrid at home, you don't frustrate the players, you frustrate the fans. Real Madrid fans, they don't have a lot of patience. So if you start frustrating the fans will frustrate the players. That's what Barcelona always do. So anytime Barcelona go to the Bernabeu, you see they will pass the ball, then the fans will get agitated, then they will start shouting on the players. So if Benfica wants to do that, they will need to defend, prevent Real Madrid from scoring as long as you can, and then hit them on the counter with Luka Bacchio, Pavlidis, and the rest. So you hit them on the counter. But if you want to go toe-to-toe with them, Real Madrid don't have good passes from midfield, the exception of Adagule. He's also not that strong. So the game, it's far from over. And I think, look, I am a believer of miracles. I believe in miracles. And to me, the game will be 3-1 against Real Madrid. Benfica 3, Real Madrid 1.
How?
You will see magic today. Because of this racism thing, both teams are motivated. Both teams are eager to go at each other, and both teams want to, have the bragging rights over
Benfica Real Madrid
3-1 up Bernabeu.
Ben, that's the one came.
And with Mourinho not being on the touchline, it's like they want to play for him. So even if Real Madrid will go through, it will be a very slender one. But if Benfica will go through Nkwande, I'm telling you, Benfica will go through. It is 3-1 for Benfica. Oh, straight and short.
Who you say be a Madrid or character about Champions League or more character or to me the ball?
Oh, that was years gone by. Not anymore.
Into one who underrated say Rodrigo Goes name Mbappe ni game into no Benfica beat match or one.
I'm not underrated, but I'm looking at the motivating aspect.
Now you need Santiago Bernabeu Ben.
Oh, Arsenal went there last season and dismantled them. Arsenal went there. Oh, they were saying that 90 minutes at the Bernabeu is a long time. They will close the stadium roof. Arsenal went there and dismantled them, with Saka even missing a penalty. So in football, everything is possible. As I said, if the Real Madrid guys play at home, there's more pressure on them to deliver than when they play away from home. So when they went to Benfica, the expectation on their shoulder was not that much. But at home, we are expected to be perfect. But the Real Madrid fans. So that's why I'll see that the Benfica players will peak. Because Luka Bacchio is back. Bruma is back. Da is back. Cabral is back. So all their injured players are back. And with their coach not being there, it's like Benfica also have something, because you see Mourinho on the touch now. You want to be perfect. But then Mourinho, you want to take risk. So I think Benfica, it will be 3-1 for Benfica. And the first one, Atalanta might win, but I think Dortmund will go through. They will surely get a goal. PSG is straightforward, as Mr. Patrick said. And then the third one, Juventus might not even win. So let's just go over 0.5. Okay, we move on.
All right, it's able to avoid this. Mudi Aba said, "Any make games so the mobile ship pint to Adaroma." Ninya mrese Marego TV no no edi na so do e fancy about mfa mu last word mra na enye sorry so na afin so ne mra na so na so iti wo see ene de e be share Real Madrid.
Oh, 3-1. Okay. 3-1.
Patrick, my score say
that's like me Real Madrid be share 2-0. 2-0. Well, that very much if we are the best started from the fans.
It's your word against my word.
Because of the racism they see anything.
Madrid fans are that about. They can't do anything.
They'll just try and do everything.
Look, you look at Roma fans, you look at these Italian fans, the way you look at these Galatasaray fans, the way they light up stadium with flares and things. Real Madrid fans cannot do that. They'll just go and gather themselves wearing white and they play some bang, big boom. That's not intimidating. No, that's not intimidating.
Just to shut down that racism issue.
The internal derby between Partizan Belgrade and Resta Belgrade, they bent half of the stadium.
Yeah, they bent half.
That's it. Real Madrid fans, they have that abyss. They will sit down, they score, hey, I love Madrid, then they go sit down somewhere.
Okay, all right. But the last word prediction,
it's like Real Madrid will
maybe 2-0. Okay. Now, you will be saying Galadi. In fact,
Jube obetwe win ba say obe qualify the
okay. All right, Ben, Chiobini enko etana.
Yes, so I want to greet some people. I want to greet my good friend, Acoustic Music.
Okay.
Yeah, so Mr. Acoustic, he's in Florida. He's watching us live. So
okay.
Mr. Acoustic, I greet you. He's also a musician.
Okay. And Patrick, Chiobini enko.
But me chairman na fofo nya was
all right. Yeah. Mo dey be sorry I feel am be happy. It was a boy face aseda yin emfa koma wanya da get YouTube bia no, Facebook aseda emfa Michael Yiku so aseda emfa ko ba wo de message ni da e ba. And anywume 8 o'clock Benfica Real Madrid. Ye be kan wa se nyame adoma o chan ye ba. Aseda ni bi emfa koma team ni na Robert wa ya de nyame shiraw e na face so no adia mauli achusam baby tai k aseda mfa koma Newton also ebi mfa koma oni mama aka nyina ara mu nyina eboaye pa ma ne edi sports center jumedie enso ebremu enso ewa aseda emfa enkoma bidin the champion slide nyame adoma ocha morning show so ebe hia awia na se 3 to 4 ebe san ba ne abeka ma sem Friday ebe ba Saturday sa nyina so no Marego Sports yeah the best from the east to enche ebedo enti nyakopon ka ho aseda mfa nyame adoma ocha ebe san hia bye bye.